Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. If you're with me here in the Discord, the YouTube, the Kick, the X, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Tinder, or if you're one of those FX traders who's tuning in on Grindr, good morning to you all. Go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Ferrari Phil, Sparta Nick, Calvin, RL. Good morning to you. Lucky Juju, Cube Q, Bob, Tim, More MV1, SWT, WJ Prowse, Julius, Amateur Genius, Dust JP, Hockey Shane. Good morning to you, Rips Mod, Scott H, Freddie Rivera, Ray Williams, Crypto Trades, Paul Yoon, Paolo Santos, Tick Hound, Chan, Rafal, Andreas, Davey Day Trader, FA, Living the Grumpy Life, Indecider, Micah, Cal L, Brian Azaluna, G Lines, good morning. We also have Day Trader, Rick, Nathan Nader, Bonafides, Tattoo, NQ, Cashflow, Bug, Rhino Trader, Allergic Rabbit, Mr. Yibbs, Chad Contra, Lido, Gilly, Greg Loco, Jarnee, Navy Guy, Sovereign P, More MV1, good morning. Mixman, Nollerman, good morning. Stoley, Bulldog Trader, Jay Preja, Travis in the air, Davey Day Trader, Mr. Mikal. Good morning to you. Snipes Haas Nuts in the building. How's it going there? Dang, look at this push up. Basically from 7:30 on, just little rocket ship. Decent amount of contracts too being traded. It is pushing up. We had that little gap up from overnight in NVIDIA. It is pushing back up to those 180s potentially. But we are now pushing back into this zone where we've kind of had this topping area, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next in the markets here. What's up, Katie, Artsumoki, Chubu, Louis Muscle, Greg, Brian Johnson, Bulldog, good morning. What's up, Pete? How are you, buddy? Today is my Friday. I will not be here tomorrow, and I will not be here on Monday. So very exciting stuff. Excited about that. Nice to take away some time here. I didn't even realize it, but yesterday, with yesterday's trade, actually put us over the line, $100,000 in profit on the month. I had no idea. We actually have some shorts about this, talking about one second. We actually had some shorts talking about this, where it's just good to kind of have that goldfish memory and not really pay attention to anything. You know what I mean? It's good to have that goldfish memory where you're not really... Like yesterday, if I had that in my head, like, none of these figures are real, by the way. None of it matters, right? The market has no idea what I'm trying to achieve. It just knows that I'm interacting with it. It knows that I'm putting it in a buy order or a sell order or what have you. But the market doesn't know how much I'm up or how much I'm down. And that figure is just... It means nothing, right? If I'm up 100,000, 90,000, 80,000, $8 million, 10 million, nobody knows anything, right? It doesn't, the market has no clue. And so if I was to go into yesterday, made $9,000 yesterday, about eight something after fees, 8 point something. Let me pull up my statement here. After fees yesterday, it was a profit of $87.45. So if I went into the market yesterday saying, oh man, I'm about to make $100,000 this month, which by the way, not a spectacular month by any means, nothing very impressive there, kind of Pretty paltry sum if we're being honest with each other. If I'm focused on that number yesterday, like, oh, I'm coming close to the end of the month here. All I need to do to get across the line, in this case, it would have been, if I made 9 and I'm up 107, I was at 98,000. So all I need to do is make $2,000 or $3,000 to get across the line of $100,000. If I would have had that ideology in my head, it would have been a lot more difficult to put on the trade that I put on. And because I'm not thinking about any of these imaginary numbers or anything that, you know, that could get in your way of your thought process versus just, I'm going to take the trades that show up, and that's that. That's where you want to be in your trading. That's where you want to be having your focus. What can I do to take really good trades? Not, I'm up X amount, or I'm this close to passing, I'm this close to getting paid out, X, Y, and Z, right? Don't want to be doing that. So, today is going to be a good day because we have a lot of news coming at the bottom of the hour. However, I still think that tomorrow will be the most spectacular day of the entire week for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have a very packed schedule in news, and it's important news. We get the PCE price index tomorrow, the core PCE price index, and that's very important. We also get the Michigan sentiment tomorrow at 10. But I think that the PCE is going to be important. We get baby PCE today. We get jobless claims today. We get the GDP price index today, which is very important. All of that's coming at the bottom of the hour. But tomorrow I think is going to be more important because we have the end of month flows coming out. End of month flows are very important. It's going to be where, you know, most of these big firms, these big trading desks sort of equalize and get back to neutral, or lever into what could be spectacular Q4, right? The end of Q3 next month, the contract roll next month, lots of things to be positioned for. And you want to have your books sort of cleaned up by the end of the month. So tomorrow is the final trading day of August. We do have Monday being a holiday for the regular stock market. I'm sure futures are going to be open. I'm not going to be here trading it, of course. And that's what we're looking forward to. Locked in $250 on that pump. 5 minutes, nice. Locked out on the XFA for the day. There you go. That's all it needs. That's all it takes sometimes. Just get in there for 5 minutes, get done, get on with your life. Right? I think Best Buy had their earnings this morning. No, not triple witching at all. You have to remember, options contracts expire on the third Friday of every single month. The monthlies. The third Friday was actually on August 15th. If you're talking about next month, yes. Next month we will have triple witching. Next month. But we don't have triple witching this Friday. There's no contracts, no monthlies that expire this Friday. But next month, yes. Next month will be, I'm sure that's probably what you're talking about. Next month is going to be triple witching. What's up, Rhino America? We do have some interesting data coming at the bottom of the hour today, but I do also want to mention the moniker at the top of the stream is wrong. Funding Ticks is 50% off for the next 24 hours. Funding Ticks is 50% off all accounts. Straight to funded, Pro Plus, Pro, all of that stuff is all 50% off right now. Only for the next 24 hours. And it's unlimited usage. So it's going to be gone in 24 hours. I think it ends in 22 hours from now. 22 hours. So I don't really expect much to happen until the bottom of the hour here. But I do expect participation to start to pick up next month. Everybody's been, one of the common themes of the DMs that I've been getting is, when is regular price action going to return? I mean, it's been getting better. You have these spurts of multiple days and leading into each other. Like, we've had some pretty decent days in August. It's certainly not been a month where I've been focused on, where it's like I've been really just like locked in, hence me only making $107,000 this month. If it was one of those months where I was expecting, to really be locked in, maybe There were some opportunities that I missed. Maybe there was some more money to be made, but you know, it's one of those things where no matter what, you're going to look at a month like that with a paltry sum of 107,000 and say, well, I underperformed. You know, it's not anything to write home about, so to speak. So, so we'll have to see what happens at the bottom of the hour here. I don't know that I intend on trading any of my AMP account. I'm not really sure. Given that today is my final day of trading for the week, the last thing I'd want is to go from being up over 100 grand on the month to going back down. There we go with those numbers again that kind of get in the way of things. If there's an absolutely A+ setup that emerges from the data, maybe we take something off of that, but I'm just not thinking that I'm going to do that, you know? I just feel like it just needs to be an extraordinary setup for me to touch that. Richard Harris, what's the trade that you have on right now? If you don't mind sharing with us. Anybody knows if you could trade this news with TPT? It's not on their feed calendar or need calendar? News calendar. Went long at 620. I mean, you're not that deep in drawdown. I would look for a bounce maybe as low as 604. I don't know where your stop is, but yeah. No, I like to get a pulse on what Richard's thinking. I think Richard is a great addition to the morning here. GDP is iffy. Yeah, I'm not sure about TPT and the news thing. What happens if you do trade news and you do it successfully on TPT? Do they just remove the trade? Is that what they do? They just completely and entirely remove the trade? Does funding ticks allow news trading? I think so. I think that they opened it up completely. And remember, funding ticks is 50% off. Like, I don't expect them to do any type of sale like this anytime soon. So being 50% off is pretty big. Pretty big deal. So GDP, the expectation is 2%. PCE quarter over quarter is expected at 2.5%. Yeah, funding ticks, you can trade news across the board, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Tradeify. Tradeify, you can trade news across the board, right? Same thing with Apex, I think? I don't know. Man, there's just... I know that in my favorite prop firm, AMP Global Clearing, they don't have any restrictions. All right, we got 14 minutes till the news. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. Wow, market's still just tanking. Back to those 600s. Anybody here knows the maximum number of funded accounts allowed on FT? $300,000 worth of allocation. Here, Rev Scott Bookmap and find CBD helpful when I trade. That's good. Yeah, I like CBD too. Just make sure that you have it correctly set. You can set any session that you want, any time that you want, so just make sure that you have it set appropriately. I would expect that we're just gonna kind of like rinse around here before the data. I don't expect any large outpaced moves unless we have a breaking news headline. Given the high impact of this news that is coming out at the bottom of the hour, I do not expect the market to swing wildly out of balance, which is why we're kind of just chopping around where the point of control lies, which is right where we are right now. Does Funding Ticks Zero have a valuation or is it straight to funded? Funding Ticks Zero is straight to funded. So those are the accounts that I personally use. I use 3 100K accounts. A lot of people out there use 6 50K accounts because they want that, you know, they want that extra copy juice. Does your margin require change on news? It hasn't changed in a hot minute. The last time that I got an email about a margin requirement change on AMP was August 14th, it looks like. And that was for, who knows? What was on August 4th? I don't even remember. What was on August 14th? It's not jogging the noggin for me. I don't remember. No idea. Anyway, I think that was the last time. AMP. Margins. Daily margin. Yeah, I think August 14th. Continuing the green machine today? What's that? I don't know what the green machine is. So Nvidia is returning down. It did not make it above 180. What's the high on this candle here? High was 179.77, so we did not encroach upon that 180 liquidity there in Nvidia in the pre-market. Volume is not tremendously low, but it's interesting to see this type of rapid positioning prior to the bottom of the hour. Green streak of days. Nice. How did you ever trade without? Yeah. When you use Bookmap for long enough and then you stop using it, you feel pretty naked without it. Love AMP. I've been with them for 3 years, never had an issue. Yeah, same. I have not had any issues whatsoever with AMP. It's awesome. I love it. CQG connection. Lightning fast. It's great. I love it. Can you explain your strategy with time and sales? What triggers you to go in? I wish I could in a couple sentences. Wouldn't that be lovely? On TBD, you have a calendar with restricted events inside your account dashboard. Today, there are no restrictions. Okay, so run wild and free, baby. Let's run wild and free. When I get back from my break, I think I want to fire up Apex accounts again. I really do want to give Apex a fair shake. The problem is, we talked about it yesterday in the extended stream on Kick. It's just so difficult for me to commit to wanting to trade props when I can trade my Percy Jackson, you know? Yeah, it's just one of those things. I either have to commit to it and not falter from it, but we'll see. We'll see. It's one of the things I've been bouncing around in my head. We'll see when I get back from the break. SW is playing Roblox right now. My goodness. He's having the time of his life playing some Roblox this early in the morning. My goodness. Apex's rules are hard to remember too. I get denied a payout because one day I had too big of a size scaling rule. Yeah, you know, I'd much rather have a bunch of equity in my account versus like not. And I feel like, you know, Apex are the type of accounts where you can have a lot of equity in them. Full size 20 Apex, maybe 20, maybe 10, maybe 5. I'm not sure yet. It's just, yeah. It's just hard to care. Just being transparent. It's just so hard to care. Funding ticks call their straight to funded accounts. Oh, what does? Funding ticks 0. 0. 3.5 minutes, Buckarooskies. 3.5 minutes till the party starts. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. The idea of trading and like really focusing on trading props sounds just god awful. It just sounds god awful. The 300K is neat, but that 7,500 trailing is difficult. Yeah, the thing is like if I could just get out of the weeds with that stupid trailing thing. I mean, it's not stupid. It's like, you know, rules are rules. You get what I'm saying? But if I could get out of the weeds, from the trailing drawdown, a lot of these accounts have trailing drawdowns. It's not exclusive to one prop or the other, but I'm just saying. I think that they need to have these types of things in there, obviously, to protect themselves, to protect the firm, and rules are rules. So if I can get myself to follow those rules, the trailing drawdown thing, maybe I could be one of those people that gets a spectacular payout. That's the only thing that would make it worth. Like if I ended up getting like trading these accounts for like 40 days, which is over 2 months, like there's no way you're trading them every single day. 20 trading days on average in a month. If I'm trading these things for 40 days and I only get a payout for like 100 grand, I would be livid. I would be freaking livid, bro. You know? I would be livid. I'd be so mad. So like if I do trade Apex accounts, like I'd be going for like a multi-million-dollar payout to make it worth my time, but it's not like it just that kind of just happened. So you got to have some really nice trades. You got to be locked in. You got to get well out of that trailing drawdown, and you got to really lock in. Trailing is predatory to those that use size. I mean, but once you get out of it, that's the part that makes it challenging. But think about it. If you can get out of that trailing drawdown and potentially trade your way into millions of dollars, it is worth it. And it should be difficult because these firms are not going to be paying out millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like it should be difficult, right? Is it Funding Ticks Pro for straight? No, it is 0. Funding Ticks 0. 50% off right now. 50% off. Funding Ticks 0 is straight to funded. Yeah, if I could trade Apex, get out of the trailing drawdown, oh my gosh, I would definitely be juiced up about them. But then again, all it takes is just like one bad day and then it erases all of your progress. One really bad day and it's like poof, gone. Or like one bad day to bring you back into the trailing drawdown, you know. The upside is massive. The upside is massive. So we'll see. We'll see. It's just some thoughts I'm having, but it's very hard for me to be like, all right, I'm going to put the Percy Jackson over here in this corner and not focus on it. I don't know how I could actually do that. Every single time I try to do that, I'm always finding myself trading the personal account. So order book is cleared out. Here comes the data in about 20 seconds from now. Please be careful. The profit trader has no consistency rule. At the end of the day, drawdown is I am correct. I don't know what the profit trader is. Here we go. Jobless claims, GDP. Here it comes. Remember, 2% on GDP is what they're looking for. Survey says GDP. For sure. Why did I think it was 2%? GDP is at 3.3% quarter over quarter, a beat of 2 basis points. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's in line. Jobless claims also in line. Boy, what a non-event. Yikes. Nah, that ain't it, Chief. Personal consumption in line. Annualized GDP up by 2 basis points. 0.2%. That ain't it. That ain't it. That was the most inline print that I've seen. And there, dude, what's crazy is that there was 3 different prints. We had GDP, we had baby PCE, and we had jobless claims. and all of them came in line. Dang it. Come on. I guess they're all saving it for tomorrow. I'm not touching this thing. Why would I touch this thing? So pretty. I should take a withdrawal at some point too. I just don't know what the magic. I said when I crossed 400, I was going to take out 200 because I was going to buy. Wait, what is happening now? Okay, something happened. I don't know what. Something crazy. What? Tell me what? What is happening? God, I can't trade it if I don't know it. Sorry, but I can't. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it's pushing. Maybe somebody's on the Ripsy schedule at their desk and they're like, we got to get out of our positions. This is our weekend today. I'm not in any trade right now and I don't have any idea why it's pushing up. It's annoying. I see that Nvidia spiked, but like, dude, see, this is again, that's not a real momentum move. And it pops up and then, yeah, no news. They're not saying anything. So we don't trade it. I would have loved to be long at 595 and out at 630s, but you know, there was nothing saying I should take that. Wrong squawk. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nvidia said, there we go, to be in talks to sell Blackwell to China. Got it. Okay. Well, I don't know why it took them so long to get that on my screen. Well, dang it. I don't think that's going to push the market up any further. That's not that big of a news. They're in talks. It's not confirmed. That shows you the power of algorithms that scrape news, though. They're very fast. Why can't you do both at the same time, same setup? I don't know what that means. Not sure why it's being so difficult getting back to 6507, but total horse crap price action. I mean, 6507 is a tall order there, Richard. A lot of liquidity to get through. Okay, yeah, it's not. Yeah, see, this is why they didn't print it. This is why they didn't post it. This is an old headline. There's nothing new about this headline. I wonder if this could be a nice little trap and we could just get nuts deep short on this thing off the open. See, that's the thing of dreams. You don't play the newsprint, you play the afterglow. It's not breaking news. This is old. This is old. Maybe we could get satchel deep in a short off the open. You know? You know what I mean? I'm not taking this though. I'm not. Stale headline, pop it open, Nvidia over 180 now, but not following through. I don't know. And it's not even like the real Blackwell chip, by the way. You know? It's the stupid version of the Blackwell chip. Rebs, thanks for sharing your market directions. Just bought a Funding Ticks account, $249 for straight to funded. It's the same cost as other firms with the funding. No branding. Nice. Was that with the 50% off? You use code Rebs? Was that 50% off? Good luck. Take it slow, man. Take it very slow, please. Yeah, nice. Take it super slow, man. Don't rush. The great thing about the straight to funded, you have to trade it once every 7 days, if I'm not mistaken. 7 calendar days, not 7 trading days. 5 trading days is what it would end up working out to be. Unless there's a holiday. But on those accounts, there's no monthly fee. So just take it at your own pace and treat it like it's your own money. The zero, yes. And it's 50% off until 22 hours from now, 21 and a half hours. Rose, clip that face. Which one? You know, everybody thinks that the market's gonna, like, if the market moves dramatically, oh man, you must be able to take that. Nah, man. There's a certain measure and focus that I need to have at a certain level, that's not it. That's not the move. Even though we got a nice push up there, I'm not seeing any breaking news on that. I can't take that trade. It was a good thing I didn't. I would have bought the top. Ugh. So, you know, it's a little disappointing. You get a nice clean move like that off 590 all the way to 640 almost. Oof. It's beautiful. Hey, Ribs, I wanted to give you a big thanks. I just got my 5th day on Funding Ticks on day 5 with 3860 times 6. Whoa. I've got a payout since June. You talked with me back on Focus, making good trades. Hey, man, there you go. Thank you for being here. I'm willing to take a short off the 650. I would wait. I'm not interested in anything still. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is not a clean. This is not clean right now. This is a mess. This is a gamble. I don't like this. This is not. The likelihood is that we will trade back to balance at 600 because that news is fake news. But we can have a player that says, no, I want to hold and buoy NVIDIA above 180 and then I don't like this. It's very thin, very disgusting. Thank you, One Stop Trader, for the $2. Market's moving. Get in. No, absolutely not. If I don't take a single trade today, I will feel very fine about it. Extremely fine about it. I'm in Friday mode. You forget, I'm in complete and total Friday mode right now. I'm going to be very excited to not be trading tomorrow. I have not taken a break and I don't even remember. Like a self-imposed break. I don't even remember the last time I did that. And I think the last time I took time off from the stream, I was sick. So, yeah, price action needs to clean up. This is not good. This is gross, dude. This is very thin. It's disgusting. There's people off sides. They're not showing their hand yet. It's just not good. Once we clean up this little area here, we start bringing in some players in about 22 minutes. Well, 12 minutes. 22 minutes. 12 minutes. 22 minutes. We don't have any news, I think, until 10, I think now. Let me see. Yeah, 10. Pending home sales, who cares? 7-year note auction at 1 p.m. today. If that was not thrilling enough for you, then that 7-year note auction will be worth your while. It's going to be interesting to see the bid to cover on the 7-year because coming into FOMC next month, what are the odds of a rate cut? Are we still above 80%? Let's see. I'll tell you if the 7-year note auction is going to be fun or not. 7-year note auction is going to be fun because 85% pointing towards a cut in September. By December, we're looking at the shot of having 2 rate cuts at over 80%. No way. Wow. That's crazy. So 2 rate cuts by the end of the year, 80% shot of that. Let's see what the 7-year note auction does this afternoon. I won't be trading that. I'm going to be long gone enjoying my Ripsy vacation. I might be gone only till Tuesday, but if I'm enjoying myself a little bit too much, see, by the way, look at the market going again. See? Me, if I wanted to take that trade, let's just say I wanted to go nuts deep in that. That is a terrible face. If I wanted to go nuts deep in that trade, I'm trying to trade that back into balance at 600. My cheeks are getting a round of applause right now if I'm trading that. Thank goodness I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here, baby. I'm just not going to be streaming or trading. And I'm literally, and I mean that in my heart of hearts, I truly do not want to open a chart because if I open a chart, I have a lack of self-control from coming into my office and starting to trade it. So hopefully I come back and I'm a little bit darker shade here. And that means I will have been getting some outside time, some pool time. There's a lot to do here in Las Vegas. There's a lot to do. So the idea is that I'm not going to stream. And that will keep me away from looking at charts and trading, but we'll see. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at not doing anything. You know? I'm so bad at not doing anything. That's my problem. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Idle minds are the devil's playground. Idle anything. I hate being idle, but I'm going to find a way with my wife's help to take it easy and take a little break. Do you see how much happier I am knowing that I'm going on a break too? Versus like you know, the earlier this week. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Dude, it's not even a real headline. Stop pumping. You're fake news. This is ridiculous. This is so absurd that we're pumping on fake news right now. I am very giddy. I'm giddy at the idea that I'm not going to have to, like, I'm giddy at the idea. Dude, I thought I was at like 60-something thousand, 70-something thousand dollars on the month. When I checked yesterday and I'm literally at over $100,000 on the month, I was stoked about that. It's like finding $30,000 in your couch. I was like, oh, truthfully, in my heart of hearts, I thought I was only up 70K on the month. I thought I was only up 70K on the month. I'm like, oh, I'm up way more than that. I'm up 30K more. I found 30K in the couch cushions, which is good after you spend 20K on a stupid bed to find 30K in your couch cushions. Feels really nice. We go on a break. My wife gives us a honey-do list that I am expected to do. Well, gotta sometimes pay the piper, as they say, right? Are you gonna do any IRL streams while on vacation? That wouldn't be vacation, would it? I'm not gonna do anything streaming related, trading related. I'm gonna try not to. Wow, look at all these people that are stuck right now in this squeeze. What a great squeeze, man. Now I wish I did take the initial trade and did end up underwater and then bought the dip and made a really bad trade and then it turned into a great trade. That would have been lovely. 1,000 where? Oh yeah, look at that. That's not real. We've been seeing the 1,004 player for a minute, haven't we? That's me. No. Dude, I could add 100 to that real quick, but it'd probably get filled in a jiffy. Imagine I put up 100 there to try to make it say 1,104. And then the moment I put it there, the 1,000 pulls and then they jump it up and they fill me. Ah! 10K trying to do something silly. Just lose 10K. Do it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. I'm very good on that. Not going to do that at all. Unrelated trading question. What made you choose Yeet for an online casino? Only one I've used is RainBet. I think that they're great. Their originals are fun. And their rakeback program is really nice. It seems like they're more invested in making a good experience for players versus like, I don't know. I've had a good experience with them so far. We have yet to hit like an insane jackpot. My biggest jackpot with them is like 8-something thousand. I don't want to calculate whether I'm positive or negative on them, but overall with online casinos, I'm up because we hit an $80,000 jackpot on one of the stupid slots. Drop them, cup them, ball sack them, whatever it was called. But that's what's keeping me afloat right now. Do it for the content? Nah. I mean, I'm happy to do something else for content, but me blowing 10K into the wind, I'd rather do that on Yeet. No max win. Dude, not even close. What are you talking about? I mean, we've hit max wins at like 20-cent bets and stuff, you know? I like the no limit games. They're fun. Those are the ones I do well on. I mean, I think the one where we hit the biggest on Yeet for 8K was a no limit game. I'm almost positive. We bought a bonus for like $1,600, which is like, it was a tilt buy. It was a terrible tilt buy. Not very fun. But I like the originals. I like the originals on Yeet, even though I talk smack about them all the time. I like the originals. And it's a newer casino, and they're like really interested in growing, and they are rapidly growing, and it's cool. It's fun. Dragon something, that's right, yeah. You bet against me, you bet the under, you dirty dog. When will we see 100 lots entry? I did back-to-back 100 lots and I showed them both, but not when I entered. And by the way, I don't think I ever would, to be honest. I think the only way that I'm ever gonna show when I have that big of a position on is when I'm way out of the weeds. Because the last thing I want is, let's just say I put on 100 and then it's like a perfect setup and I really believe in it for some reason. Like, dude, you gotta have like real conviction if you're gonna put on 100. I don't intend to put on 100. That's not my intention anytime soon. Maybe in September it shapes up and we get some crazy moves, then I put on 100. But here's the thing. I would forever be kicking myself. Let's say I put on 100 for the greatest setup of all time. And then the market moves in a way that feels weird. I'd forever be thinking like, I wonder if that had anything to do with me showing a position or something like that. I don't think that it would, because nobody who's watching this is going to be able to like tussle with that, in the sense that like nobody's going to be able to put on 1,000 and like drop the position or spike it up and I'm short or something like that. But there's part of me that if I'm not out of the weeds, I would feel like I kind of like did it to myself or something. Like if it went awry, who knows? I don't know. But I also don't want people following me into trades. I don't want people copy trading. This is entertainment, right? This is entertainment. This is all entertainment. Everything I do is entertainment. So I don't want anybody copying my trades either. But on that same note, I do try to educate you that, for instance, this is not real. This is not real. But if I was looking for a short right now, I'd be saying something like, I want this to be touching up at 645. I'd like to see a failure down below 640, targeting close to 600 evens on this short or on this move. And from that information, you should probably be able to pick up and say, huh. And especially if I'm looking at my screens like this. I'm in a trade phase. You should be able to put 2 and 2 together that probably says, hey, he's probably in a trade and he just talked about how he likes the market short here. You know? I know it's due, but I'm not going to take it. Dude, I don't care. I'm too good of a mood. I don't want to lose money right now. I don't want to be wrong and lose money. I'm too good in a mood right now. I don't want to lose any money. Dude, I'm not. There's nothing I want to take from this. That 1,000 lot is still up there at what price is that at? 659. 659 flat. Nice, dude. There you go. Fake NVIDIA pump was great to me. There you go. Beautiful. Process over P&L. I mean, I agree. I'm in a mood to just be relaxed today. The only money I wouldn't mind losing today is if I'm gambling it. I just don't feel like gambling my AMP account or gambling prop firm accounts. Maybe I could do a trade if I trade. Who knows? Why do you want 6507 so bad? It's so far away, brother. I get it. Like, it's the top of the range, but like, man, on no news? If that was a real NVIDIA headline, maybe. The worst thing to do is copy someone's trade when you have no idea why they put the trade on. You'll have no confidence in the trade. Yeah, you'll have no idea what the hell's going on either. Grab the funny ticks today. There's no better day to grab it. I've never seen them do a 50% off sale, so why not do a 50% off if you're going to do it? I'm not, dude. There's a meme that like everybody thinks like I'm going to surprise people with a P. Like, bro, if there's a good trade, I'm going to take the trade. Like all of my intentions in my heart of hearts right now is to not trade today. If there's something, if the market gives me a crazy opportunity, I'm going to put something on. I just don't feel like the market's going to give me any great opportunities right now. At least right now. They did 50% last week? Oh, okay. Got it. Chandi, where you been, brother? I missed you. Good to see you. There you go, SW. Nice work there, brother. Back in the XFA streets. Is there an evaluation fee for the one-step account for Funding Ticks? The Funding Ticks Zero account is you pay one time and you're done. I think the zero refers to additional monthly cost and activation fee. It's zero. I think that's why they called it that. At least from a marketing standpoint, I think that sounds snazzy. Where would you see a good opportunity? What needs to happen in order for you to jump in? More liquidity, more participation in the market. Because right now, you have to remember, what is the story that the market's trying to tell us right now? It's two separate things. Number one, is that we had news that came out at the bottom of the hour. The news was a complete and total dud because it was in line with expectations, which means that the market remained in balance. Outside of that, we had a headline from NVIDIA. That headline ended up being a regurgitated headline that basically got people who were short NVIDIA in the pre-market here to get their cheeks clapped a little bit. Outside of that, we've had nothing. That to me is an artificial, untradeable market that is lacking liquidity. So why should I jump in and just kind of gamble and say, well, 50% of the time I'm going to be right because it might go up from here. There's no rhyme or reason why the market should remain out of balance right now. And it is completely imbalanced because we are within 20 points of range from where most of the activity has been happening. Yesterday's session, yesterday's pre-market, today's pre-market, it's all within that range. So when there's no liquidity in the market, there's no participation, and there's no rhyme or reason why the market is moving outside of balance, I'm not interested in taking it. I'm also not interested in trading it back to what I foresee as should be the true balance of the range because there's no liquidity in the market. You want me to put on 20, 30, 40 contracts in this market, and then what? How do I get out? You know? Remember, you could take one trade a month, you could take one trade a year, you could take one trade a week, one trade a day, whatever your frequency of trading is. There's no gun to your head forcing you that you have to take a trade every single moment that the market is ticking around, right? Find what works for you, lean into it. Don't overtrade. The market's gonna not set up for an entire day. Oh no. Oh no, what will we do, you know? I remember if you're trading on a prop firm, you're getting simulated fills. You don't really have to worry about like if you're putting on massive amounts of size and then you're worried about getting out of your position. But if you're trying to trade your way to a point that you're eventually going to start trading real money, it may be a good idea to condition yourself in a way that what you're trading is replicable. Or is that the word, replicable? Rips, why would you lead the sheep to slaughter? Why would you promote people to gamble? I don't promote people to gamble. In fact, I say if you want to gamble, watch me gamble instead. Very few beat the house. Nobody's going to beat the house, my friend. I'm playing slot machines. Slot machines are going to take my money all of the time. I don't expect to win. I do not expect anybody to win. I consistently say that. If you gamble, you're going to lose. If you think that you're going to gamble on an online casino and think that you're going to beat the casino, I think you're on drugs. What are you, nuts? Nobody's gonna beat an online casino. Are you high on drugs? Are you high on drugs? Like what world are you living in that you think an online casino could ever be beaten? You will lose every single dollar that you gamble on an online casino. Did you not know this? Very few beat the house. No, nobody does. Literally nobody beats the house. The casinos, the capital market. Are you talking about online casinos or are you talking about the markets? Now I don't know. Now I actually don't know. I live in Las Vegas, my friend. I can do whatever I want with my money. I happen to gamble from time to time. Are you saying trading is gambling? Oh dear. Well, let's wait for some clarification. Bro, every single time you walk through the beautiful Bellagio or the Wynn or the Aria, do you think that that beautiful structure was built on the back of people winning millions of dollars from the casino? No, my friend. That was built on the back of losers. What do you say to those people who say trading is gambling? I mean, if they treat it like gambling, then it will be gambling. Built on coke. Yeah, I need some clarification from Wolverine. I think he's too busy with Cyclops right now and three-weighing Jean Grey. Any poker coming up? Nothing that we filmed recently, no. Definitely paid for some fixtures at the Wynn. Yes. Rips, I like your goldfish analogy. My wish one day is to find a chick with a mind of a goldfish and the talent of a blowfish. I love that, Richard. If you aim for the stars, shoot a little bit higher. What was going on X yesterday? Haters on fire. Well, they decided to come after the one of the only YouTube live streamers who consistently produces broker statements. And then I come to find out that dude, I watched this kid's YouTube videos and it literally sounds like this kid is 13 and his balls haven't dropped or won't drop for the next 35 years. And it's like his voice is cracked. It's extremely embarrassing. And then I come to find out they're all trading FX. They're all trading on unregulated brokers, and they're all importing their own trades into their thing and being like, look at my track record. They actually do sound, their voices sound like that. But yeah, it's funny. They're coming after me and saying that I'm a scammer. I'm this and I'm that. Like, okay. Sounds good. Wolverine has since disappeared. We were hoping for a follow-up from Wolverine, but like I said, he's too busy tag teaming Jean Grey with Cyclops right now. I kind of want to play the voice for you now. Is that bad? I kind of want to play the voice for you. I got to play this person's voice for you. It's extremely embarrassing. It's absolutely and entirely embarrassing. Where is it? I gotta find this idiot. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry to publicly embarrass somebody, but I mean, if you come at the king, you better not miss. Okay, let's pause the music here. This is, by the way, best trader of our lives.
This is a breaker. It shouldn't go down. If it did, then you will be like, okay, this is the FVG, shouldn't disrespect this FVG or the CE of this FVG. And then when the FVG also gets disrespected, you're gonna be like, I don't know, this is like anything you call it, the origin of the move, anything. I have that.
What are they putting in food that is making these children have absolutely no natural testosterone production? What are they putting in the food these days that is keeping these kids from naturally developing testosterone and having their testiculars being distended a little bit? It's always these same people. It's always these same people who come, they try to come at old boy Ripsy here. You're a Discord seller. Their little brains can't comprehend it. It's awfully sad, though. I mean, it sounds like that guy mainlines estrogen for fun. That literally sounds like that guy wakes up in the morning and says, you know what? I need to mainline some estrogen. Grab me a vial, honey. I need to shoot that into my soul. It's weird. It's spooky that these types exist. It's spooky. Tuck and squeeze. It is spooky. Absolutely spooky. That's the guy giving financial advice. Yes, that is the person trading on a prop account that they promote, and that is their proof of being a good trader. And they all use MetaTrader. They're all on unregulated brokers. They're all trading FX. They're like, I have a track record. No, you have a lie, and you're trying to sell the lie. You shouldn't make fun of children. I mean, I think this is an actual grown man, believe it or not. I know the voice is deceiving, but an actual grown man. At the end of the day, too, they all have like sub 100, sub 1,000 followers. So I think that the majority of it is rage baiting because they want me to feature them. But I'll never say their names. They put things in the food to cause dumb kids to turn into... Oh, goodness. Well, I'm not going to read the rest of that one. It's ICT, so expect the worst from these people. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that they think that they can figure out trading, but yeah, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. What's his mom making you for dinner tonight? I haven't checked, and I haven't really checked in. But last night was simply phenomenal. Phenomenal. Her performance was out of this world. Don't mention the names of so-and-so. Yeah, true. Hot sandwiches. It's fun, though. I mean, I really wish that X was a little bit different. But if you look at the metrics on the posts that I do, there's way more follow through as far as engagement goes with rage baiting posts, with picking fights with random people who can't trade. All of that seems to butter the biscuit of the algorithm, unfortunately. Whereas if I'm continually posting broker statements and my daily performance and all of that, nobody really cares. There's really nothing to it. Look at how terrible this market is, by the way. I hope that none of you are trading this. I hope that you folks are absolutely getting better at this. Pretty sure Rips uses Bookmap feed for Bookmap data. That's what I've heard. I use Bookmap data primarily now, which I didn't used to use. And I use Rhythmic, purchased through Bookmap's website as a redundant connection in case Bookmap's data goes down. So for instance, I'm looking at the NQ right now. This is now the Rhythmic connection. Ready? Look at this. That's the Rhythmic connection. That's the Bookmap connection. Rhythmic and Bookmap. Pretty much the same. But if Bookmap does falter and go down, there, I got my redundancy right there, ready to go. Best market was London session. Yeah, it was good. It was very good, actually. Stuck in a trade. I'm sorry, Prince. Still in your short. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you're short from 650, by God, that's a good trade. I mean, great eyes on that one. I didn't catch any of that, so. Waiting for the market open to trade. I mean, again, I personally don't think that I will be trading anything today. Maybe props. Maybe props. Can you tell us how you use Rhythmic? Rhythmic is just a data feed. That's it. What do you make of the 1K lot to the upside? I don't believe it's real. I think that once the moment that somebody takes 10 off that, they're out of there. I think it's complete and total BS. There's no way. Unless there's a desk that is trying to unload a ton of contracts right now. And they're just putting a huge capping order there so that they assume that the market's going to fade, or they're in a long and they want to get out of it. Think about it. If you have a net long position you're trying to clean up for the end of the month, let's say that you're 10,000 contracts net long, putting 1,000 up there may be able to get taken off the open off of a strong open. Let's say your average price is, maybe you rolled in from the prior contract. Your average price is much lower. You get rid of 1/10 of your position right then and there, maybe on the open. So you're positioning yourself there, and maybe there's some good news about NVIDIA or something. Or there's somebody that's net short or trying to get more short that's saying, hey, I'm willing to take some heat off the open, but I want to fill as many contracts as possible. No better place than where the market's going to crack open to. This could be a litany of things. They keep moving it. Do they? Where were they prior to this? Is this them here? I saw 750 earlier at 639, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're not even real. It's always like this. New York sucks and London session gets a big cake after NVIDIA day. I mean, dude, there's going to be plenty of unwind. Well, problem is that, well, we'll see. We'll see. Everybody got cooked if they were playing Friday expiration options. Everybody got cooked. Anybody who was playing the weeklies got completely cooked because we're trading right back at the price that we were yesterday. And I'm sure that the expected move was more than 0 points. Do you know what I mean? How much margin is required to even put 750 contracts on the book? Real actual margin is about 30K per NQ contract. So you're looking at 22.5. Something in that range. If you're working with a broker that maybe you have 5 million in your account, maybe they'd allow you to do that. Maybe. Who knows? All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. We're back, baby. We are so back. Did he move this order again? No, still at 659, man. Crazy. Did we ever see a follow-up from Wolverine, by the way? Is that all over? That's sad. I wanted more. Coming right back down now. Bro did a drive-by? What's a drive? Oh, that. Yeah, that guy. Rips, that 750 contract guy is definitely institutional, no retail. Yeah, of course, bro. I mean, yes, of course. It's absolutely not retail unless it's like some dude who's literally like has way more money than sense. Absolutely institutional. I would never think it's retail. Never. This song is kind of nostalgic. Why? Where'd you hear it first? Wait till bro finds out about the gambles on Wall Street. Here last year. Damn. It's been a while. These songs are better. Dude, I want to change up the music, to be honest with you. There are some of these songs that I do enjoy as well. I just wish there was more. That's why I rarely play earnings options, because people don't understand IB Crush. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's I don't know why people still do it. It's crazy. Like, if you're gonna do it, at least hold equity shares. Like, be a man. Hold equity shares. Do something right, you know? The only options that you should ever be holding into earnings are your long-term leaps. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Totally not financial advice, but I'm just saying. If you know, you know. There's a little bit of puckering for those who are holding NVIDIA leaps. When you look at the NQ, it went, ah! Taylor Swift getting engaged made the markets wacky today. I don't think that's what it is. I'm gonna venture a guess. Apex must be on sale with code only. I don't see the big sale sign on the front page. Does code RIPS get you 90% off? I might buy some Apex if that's the case. Can anybody let me know? Somebody try code RIPS. Tell me if it's 90% off. Is it? It's not. Damn it. Are you sure it's 50% off? Should be 80 or 90. Polls, we're going to do a gambling poll. We still have 15 minutes until the market opens. I think I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube for the long rest. And I think I'm going to hang out with the Kicksters. So I think I'm going to go over to Kick. I want to put on some other music. If you haven't joined us over on Kick, Wolverine, there you are. Take care and stop scamming. Oh, all that, and you had all the time in the world to come up with something, and that's the best you could do. That's the best you could do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay rich. I'm gonna stay rich as a mother snucker while you stay broke and miserable, jerking your little pecker to somebody like me every single morning. Make sure that you lube up next time. Use a lot of lotion, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it, my friend. Take care, everybody on YouTube. I will see you back maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. Who knows? Who knows when I'll come around? You never know. But I love you, folks. If you're going to drink this weekend, don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, call a Lyft. Spend time with your loved ones. Otherwise, you will live a very empty life and end up miserable, broke and retarded, like our friend Wolverine, going to another man's stream, uncontrollably masturbating while watching, and coming up with ways to level-headedly cope with your pathetic excuse for a life. And on that note, I'll see you folks on Kick. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.